What's up, Seahorse Army? It is finally time. I have the open mouth Odile Mermaid, and I actually have a couple of them because I like them that much. I saw some restyles and reroutes on Instagram that I want to emulate myself. So yeah, anyway, I think she is one of the most beautiful Barbies, at least for like the face mold and the face screening that we've gotten in a while. I just feel really strong about it. I really, really like it. Same thing with the purple one, the closed mouth Odile. I have her as well, and I really like this face mold. I think it is so pretty, and it's pretty versatile for different things that you might want to do with them to restyle them and everything. That being said, they are mermaids, and they are very like basic articulation, and if you want options for full articulation like made to move, it's kind of hard to find skin tones. Well, maybe not for the purple one. I'm going to show you her in a little bit here, but I've been struggling when it comes to this one because there's not a lot of dolls that have this skin tone, and I'm trying to find a good match for her. So that's what we're going to do today. I have my Odile Mermaid here, and I've got a couple made to move options, so we're going to test them side by side to see which of the options that I happen to have anyway happen to be the best made to move skin tone match. So if you want to know what made to move doll to use for this particular pink-haired Odile face mold mermaid from Barbie, then keep watching because we're gonna figure that out today. Okay, so here is our mermaid. So these are pretty basic, kind of like budget line dolls, really. They're around the $10 mark, $10.99, so maybe $11, depending on where you get them. These are available on Amazon, by the way, so if you want to get yourself one of these mermaids, I will leave a link to the listing on Amazon in the description of this video. That is an affiliate link, so if you use that to buy yourself one of these dolls or anything on Amazon using that link, I actually do get a little bit of a commission that way. So I just wanted to let you know that, but these are available on Amazon at retail price. I have not seen these in retail stores anywhere, although I have seen plenty of the purple closed mouth Odile mermaids in Walmart. I'm finding her in Walmart specifically, but not this one, so I had to order her online. Anyway, let's go ahead and unbox her. That is pretty much it. Once you do that, the doll is out of the box, and this is the doll that we now have. Her hair is held down by a rubber band, so I'm actually going to remove the rubber band really quick if I can. Hashtag free the hair. There we go. And then her tail, or the fin for her tail, I should say, is rubber banded to the bottom of her tail. So let me go ahead and remove the fin here, and I'll take the rubber band off of it. And then it's just one of these little peg in the hole dealies. So I guess the pink side is the side that goes forward because it's painted. So I just put this in, and then you just push it until it clicks. And there you go. So you've got the tail. So here is our pink and orange mermaid. She has saran hair, which is really nice, and it's this like bubblegum pink with more hot pink streaks running throughout it. Her face is very pretty, and this is the main reason I got the doll, was because of this face right here. She is so beautiful. Now, the reason that I want to do a body swap and turn her into a human is because these mermaid dolls are very limited for articulation. She has movement at her head, at her shoulder, and then she can sit down. She's got movement at her waist, and that is it. But I want to make her more posable, which means I gotta find a made-to-move body donor. Now, I have several potential options that are in a similar skin tone to this doll, so I'm gonna try all of them side by side so we can find the best options. I also got some variations in heights. I have some tall, petite, and regular options, so that way, you know, if you're wanting to make the doll different heights, you know which dolls to go with. Now, I also wanted to let you know that I am going to be doing a similar thing for the closed mouth Odile, the one with the purple hair. This one I will will be showing you like the skin tone matches and everything later in this video at the end. I'm not going to go too in depth because I have a whole separate video for this. If you want to see that, I'll put that up. I don't know what site it's going to be on. Whatever site it's going to be on. I will put that up in the corner. So if you want to check out that video, I will include that. And that goes like way more in depth. But since I am talking about the Odile mermaids and getting made to move bodies and skin tone matches, I just wanted to include her in this video so it's all like easy to find in one place. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and move Odile over here to the side so that way we can see our potential candidates here. Now, I was thinking of getting a lot more options to put them side by side so I can show you the variation in the skin tone, because some of them are way too dark or way too light or just a completely different color. But I figured I didn't want this video to be too super long, so I didn't include those. I only included the ones that were close to her skin tone. So just to kind of go through the dolls that I have, I do have a BMR 1959. It is the girl with the braids. I do not know the actual title for this doll. I forgot. I know they all have like a name or whatever, and it might be like braids or it might be yellow sweatshirt. I don't know, but usually like something that they're wearing or something about their characteristic is the name. But this is the this is the BMR one, and I got this one because it was on sale, but because somebody in my comment section suggested her. So I'm going to try her out. The next one, this is the one that I think most people are using. This is the Made to Move Yoga girl. It is the green top. This is the one that a lot of people are using for this mermaid. So she's probably going to be our closest match, but I did want to look at a few other options. I found this doll, which I actually have a few of because she was on sale. So I grabbed a few while she was on sale. This is actually the Made to Move basketball player from a few years ago, and she is tall. So if I set her here next to this one, which is a regular, like, or whatever, the classic or original Barbie height, you can see that this girl is actually taller. Not by a lot, but she is on the tall body, whereas she is on the regular body or the original body. I don't know which one she is. Hold on, I want to find out. Is she tall? Nope, she is not tall. So the BMR one is actually a regular or classic or whatever you want to call it, the original recipe. Anyway, I knew that because of the way that this doll looks, I really wanted to make her petite, or at least have one of them be petite, because like I said, I do have more than one that I'm going to give a made to move body, but I wanted one of them to be petite. So my first thought was this girl, because I have two of her. So I thought she actually might be a good choice. As a backup, I did also get this Barbie Looks doll, which is from the most recent Barbie Looks line that is currently available on Amazon. By the way, if I remember any of these dolls that I have that are available on Amazon, I will put links down below for all of them if you want to get any of them. They will be affiliate links, just a heads up. So if you use them, I will get a little bit of a commission, but no pressure. But yeah, so if they're available on Amazon, I'll link them down below. But I got these two. They do, you can see on the camera, they have two very different skin tones. So I don't know which is going to match the mermaid better, but I've got two options for petite, one option for tall, and two for like the original height. So let's get to skin tone matching. So to start off, let's look at our tall girly here, the basketball player. So as you can see, they are very similar in skin tone, just, you know, by putting them side by side like this. Now, a lot of people, what they will do is they will take the Made to Move hand and they will put it up next to the face of the doll that they are trying to do, but it doesn't always work out the best, or it doesn't always look like it's going to work. I don't like doing that. What I like to do is, instead of matching the body to the face, I like to match the body to the body. So I put their arms next to each other. That way I know, like, if it's close enough to the body she already has, then it's already gonna look good. Let's go ahead and zoom way in there. So I'm just gonna put these side by side, and as you can see, these are very, very close. Now, because of the way the light is hitting and the way it's showing in the camera, they're very, very close, but you can see that it's slightly off. The mermaid's hand just seems to be a slightly darker color, and the basketball player's hand seems to be just a little bit lighter for some reason. Now, I don't know if that's the way she's positioned. Hold on, here we go. Yeah, oh, maybe not. Okay, so maybe they're about the same. I think it was just the way I had her propped up and the light coming in from my window was making her look brighter. But if I keep them at the same, in person, they look very close, but on camera, they look even closer. They're actually more different in person, if I'm being honest. The difference, though, is the mermaid's skin tone looks a little cooler, and the Made to Move skin tone looks just a little bit more yellow. But I think that this is actually close enough that you could get away with this. If you put her arm up next to the face, you could totally use this. So you could actually have a tall Odile mermaid if you like. Next, let's take a look at the green top yoga Barbie. Now, this is the Made to Move doll that most people are using for this particular face. So if you look at them next to each other, they look very, very close. Now, the one thing, this is what I was talking about. So see how like her shoulder actually looks like it's a different color from her upper arm right here? That's because they're made from different types of plastic, and the color is not 100% matched, which is why it doesn't have to be an exact match for me. I just try and like hold like the faces next to each other, maybe hold the hands and the arms next to each other to see. But as you can see, these ones are very, very close. These are almost the same. Like her hands, the hands are almost the exact same color, and the arms. So honestly, I think at the end of the day, this is probably the winner. This is probably the best option. The only problem is this doll is sold out everywhere, and where she is available, she's really expensive right now for some reason. Like I usually get most of my dolls on Amazon, and this doll being a yoga Barbie, like a yoga Made to Move Barbie, she's normally like $15 or $16 or whatever. But right now she's like 40 something, or the last time I checked anyway. So she's kind of overpriced right now because she's being sold by third-party sellers and sold out from like the official sellers. So that's why I wanted to show some of these other options, just in case if you can't get your hands on this doll. All right, next up, let's take a look at this BMR 1959 doll. Now, I mentioned earlier, one of my subscribers mentioned this either in the comments under a video or maybe on Instagram or something like that, suggested this particular doll to use as a skin tone match. So let's check her out. Let me get her out of the box really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and she is out of the box. Now, I'm actually kind of happy because buying this doll, either she is going to work as a skin tone match for this mermaid, or if not, I have a beautiful doll because look at her! Her face is absolutely gorgeous. Her screening is really good. There is no wonkiness to be found. She even has like the painted edges and like the little baby hairs around her hair. Oh my gosh, she is so pretty. I love her lips with that bright red lipstick. Her eyes look really good. Her hair is this really nice, soft, like the braids. It's really, really nice. I love the movement, and we've seen this in a few other dolls, but I do really like this. All right, so I want to do the arm test, so let's put them side by side. Ooh, okay. So as you can see, they're, once again, not 100%, but I don't think any of these are going to be 100%. But this is looking really good. This is actually really, like, incredibly close. So I think we found another great option. Like, even their faces next to each other look very, very close. I think this is another great match. So if you're not able to get your hands on this doll, if this doll happens to be less expensive, this is another option. Plus her fingernails are painted blue already. So but yeah, in fact, let's do like a side-by-side comparison of the two Made to Move dolls, just so you can kind of see the differences between them. You know what? I think they're the same skin tone, or they're supposed to be the same skin tone. They look a little different. This one, the yoga one, looks a little more pink, and the BMR one looks a little bit more warmer tone, like a little more yellow maybe, but they're almost the same exact skin tone. So I think both of these would work really well as options for this mermaid. Look at that. Yeah, I think we found really good options for a body donor for this mermaid. All right, finally, I wanted to find an option for this doll to be petite, and I already had two of this doll in my stock box, so I figured I could sacrifice one to make her into, you know, to give the Odile a Made to Move body. But anyway, so I've actually already done the skin comparison off camera, and I know that this is not a great match. So let me just zoom in and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So right off the bat, you could just see when their faces are side by side. By the way, this actually looks like Ariana Grande. Almost more than the new Ariana Grande Wicked doll that's coming out. But anyway, that's besides the point. No, when you see them side by side, you can see that their skin tone does not match when you just have their faces next to each other. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is the hand test, basically the arm test. And you can see that this is a Barbie Looks doll. The Barbie Looks doll looks way more yellow, whereas the Barbie Mermaid has a much cooler skin tone. It is very noticeable in person, but it's even more noticeable on camera. Like, to me, in the little viewfinder that I'm looking at, they just look wrong, like way, way, way off. So next I'm gonna do the hand next to, or the arm next to the face. Now, if this is the only petite doll you have and you want to make it work, you could make this work. It is not the absolute worst option, but out of the ones that I have out here, the variety I've got, this is the least like her skin tone. So this actually will not work. So since this doll does not work, she is safe for now. But I was determined. I really wanted to make this doll into a petite doll for a specific custom that I want to do. I actually want to make a new D&D character, and I want her to be on the petite body with this face mold and blah, blah, blah. It's a whole thing. But yeah, and if I needed to, like I said, I would make this work. However, I was looking through the catalog of other made-to-move dolls that are available in petite, and this one came up. Now, I'd never seen her in person, so I did not know what her skin tone was. I did have a couple people send me pictures. I think Enzo was one of them. He has this petite doll, and he did take a picture for me of this doll next to the mermaid to see if it was a skin tone match. And I know it's not perfect, but it was closer than this other petite doll. So let me just show you. So they are not exact, but I feel like none of them are exact, but I feel like it is way closer than this doll. She's just way more tan and has a more yellow skin complexion. And then this doll is kind of like in between these two, but definitely closer to the mermaid. So, I mean, when you see their faces next to each other, it's pretty close. It's always hard to tell with skin tone because the hair color and the face makeup and stuff can make a difference. But when you put them side by side, their arms look very, very similar. I think that this Made to Move doll is just a little lighter, like a half a shade lighter, but it's basically the same color, which I'm super excited for. And I'm so glad that I did end up getting this doll because she is also currently available on Amazon, being that she's much newer than this doll is. So now I have a petite option for a Made to Move for this doll. Okay, so just as a recap, these are the dolls that I think are going to be a good skin tone match for the pink/orange open mouth Odile mermaid. So if you want to give her a Made to Move body, if you want a tall option, it is the Made to Move basketball player from a couple years ago. It is this one. If you want the regular Barbie height, or the original, or classic, I think they call it classic. So the classic Barbie height, you can go with this BMR 1959, the doll with the braids and the yellow sweatshirt, the green top yoga Made to Move doll. And if you want to make her petite, then you can go with this Barbie Looks Made to Move petite doll. Now, I don't have any curvy options that matched in skin tone. That's not to say that there aren't any options. I just don't own any, or I couldn't find any anyway out of my stock box. So if you know of a curvy option for Made to Move dolls that would match the skin tone for this mermaid or match the skin tone for any of these four dolls, please let me know down in the comments, or leave it just in a comment so if other people are looking for a curvy option, they can find it in the comment section. That being said, I'm actually going to take these dolls into the bathroom and use a hairdryer to heat up the heads and do some head swapping, and I'll be right back to show you what these dolls look like on Made to Move bodies. And here we are. I have my Made to Move pink-haired Odile Barbies. I am so happy. I think this is the only one that I'm actually going to keep the hair pink. I wanted to have at least one. I mean, I got 4, but I wanted to have at least one to keep the pink hair on because I do really like it. And I think I'm going to do for her, because I saw it with this top and everything, and I think with the blue nail polish, like I really like it, and I want her to be like dressed super super colorful. I'm probably going to change this jumpsuit underneath and get rid of this thing. But yeah, I thought that this was super cute, and I really like that. The rest of these I am going to do reroutes for and do like customized versions of them, just because I saw somebody used one of these dolls to make a like modern day version of the Totally Hair Barbie, and I saw somebody give her a brunette hairstyle, so I kind of want to do that. If you were wondering, this is what the dolls that were on the Made to Move Buddy now look like. Mermaids. Oh wait, I put them in the wrong order. Here we go. There they are. It's not too bad. Her head kind of didn't really match her body to begin with, but like neither of the heads match the body perfectly. But yeah, so it looks a little off for her. But honestly, this one looks really good in person. On camera, it's still a little bit off, but that's totally fine. This one also looks like a good match, and so does she. Surprisingly, this one actually is kind of the best on the mermaid body anyway. So that actually worked out pretty good. I'm probably not going to keep these. I'm either going to donate them or probably give them to my niece if she's interested. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with them just yet. But yeah, since I now have these on Made to Move bodies, I no longer need the mermaid bodies. But I am so happy to finally, because I've been waiting for so long, and a few of these dolls I actually had to buy and wait for them to ship out because I didn't already have them in my stock box. But yeah, especially the petite one. But I'm just so happy that I now have articulated Made to Move versions of this pink hair Odile. Now, speaking of which, I did also want to go over these dolls really quick. This is the closed mouth Odile mermaid. And like I said, I did do a whole video on this giving her a Made to Move body, but I just wanted to do a really quick skin tone comparison since the pale dolls are not all the same. They're not all created equally. So when it comes to the really fair skin, the three options that we have that I'm aware of anyway are the original purple top Made to Move Yoga Barbie, the Barbie looks with the platinum hair with the undercut, and finally the most recent one, the newest one, is the tennis player Made to Move. These are the three most like fair skin tone that I can find. There might be a curvy option that's in a similar skin tone. I don't know if there is, or if there is a tall option. I think there might be a tall one actually, if I'm remembering correctly, but I don't have them in my collection, otherwise I'd be showing them to you. The thing is, these are not all the same. I think these two are very, very similar in skin tone. So if you put them next to each other, they definitely look very similar. But the Odile is actually a little bit more pale than these two, even if you can believe it. For these Odile dolls, I had to use the tennis player, because if you look at the tennis player side to side, you can see that the tennis player's skin tone is actually even more pale, a little bit more fairer skin tone than the purple top or the Barbie Looks doll. So there you go, side by side, you can see that the tennis player is a little bit more fair skinned. So if you want to get a perfect match for the purple hair Odile mermaid, the tennis player is the perfect match. However, you could get away with a purple top if that's all you had, or if you have this Barbie Looks doll, you could get away with her as well. But if you are giving a Made to Move body to some of the new Mattel Disney dolls like Cinderella, the purple top and this Barbie Looks doll, these are much closer skin tone match to Cinderella, and I haven't checked some of the other ones like Sleeping Beauty, so I don't know, but I'm assuming she'll probably be the same skin tone. So anyway, that was just a little extra bonus that I wanted to add at the end of this video. The main focus obviously was the pink hair Odile mermaid. I just wanted to find Made to Move bodies for her, and now I have. Anyway, that is pretty much it. I'm really excited to finally have articulated versions of these dolls. I know I'm repeating myself now, I already said that earlier, but I am. I waited for a while and I was really patient, but I'm finally able to make this video and share it with you guys. As always, I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts of these dolls down in the comment section. Also, like I mentioned earlier, if you happen to know curvy options for either the closed mouth or open mouth Odile mermaids, we'll just say the purple hair or the pink hair, either of these mermaids, if you happen to know curvy options for Made to Move, please leave them down in the comment section down below, because I know that there are some of my viewers who really like the curvy body over the other 3 options. So, and since I don't know of which Made to Move options would fit that are curvy, if you happen to know options, then you know, you can end up helping somebody out by leaving it in the comments. So I definitely appreciate you for that. That being said, I do have to get going for right now, but I really appreciate you hanging out with me while I just played with dolls and found skin tone matches and did some head swaps. Anyway, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Thanks again so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all of the fun YouTube stuff, and I hope I see you next time. Bye. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.